Hello, welcome to my screencast. Today I'll be sharing with you a game that I like to play. This is a two-person game called Hive, and it's about placing insect tiles. So if you've never played it, it's a great game. Open the box here. Inside, you get a nice little pouch that has the pieces. I've already taken the pieces out and have set them here. You get two colors in the base game. You get the white and the black pieces. And these pieces, as you can see, have various insects. You got spiders, ants, grasshoppers, beetles, and of course the bee, which is the object of the game is to surround the opposing person's bee. I'm going to pull these off, kind of give you an idea of how the game works. So at the beginning of the game, players take pieces and they put them together here in the middle. So you decide what piece to play. It doesn't really matter. And now you can't move any pieces until the honeybees come out, and the honeybees have to come out within the first three moves. So if I lay down some more pieces, now again I can only lay pieces. White can only go on white and black can only go on black when you're placing the piece. Once your pieces move, they can go anywhere they want. Now, at any time during the game, you can never have an island where I can't take this beetle, for instance. If I was able to move him at this time, I can't because I haven't laid the honeybee yet, but if I was to move him, I can't move him away and create an island of other pieces. So all pieces must remain connected once they are on the board. So let me put out the bees and put out a couple other pieces here to kind of give you an idea of how the game would play. So here I have my pieces, and so now maybe it's time to move some pieces around and how the pieces move. First we'll start with the ants. The ants are probably one of your greatest tools in this game. They can move anywhere on the board. So as long as there's space for them to fit, they can move there. So for instance, they could slide into, now as long as it, there we go. Those pieces were a little off, but they could slide in there and so it could move to that location. Now if the bee, or the ant moved to that location, this honeybee cannot get out unless seriously moving pieces away, which it cannot do. So that would be one way to start trapping that honeybee. So I'll leave the ant there, and let's say this is the other person's turn, and they take their ant, and again they can move it over here against the bee. And actually I'll put the ant right there, and now next person's turn, I'll move the grasshopper. Grasshopper can jump up to three other insects. So here's two, and it has to do it in a straight line. So there's two insects. Grasshopper jumps, lands there in the center of the pieces. Next person's turn. They jump as well. They move their grasshopper over to this location. And then the bees. Now the bees, they can move one spot at a time. And so I could take this bee and move him out, so he's not entrapped. So again, remember the object is to surround the bee either with the white pieces or black. Now, this one will be a little hard to move out, but the beetles, they can move one space as well, but they can also climb on top of other bugs. And when they're on top of another bug, that bug cannot move. As you can see, I still have one complete island even with that hole in the middle because all of the pieces still touch. And if I bring any new pieces out, they cannot go in a location that touches black and white. It can only touch white pieces or black if you're playing with the black pieces. All right, so that's the beetle. It can move out one. Let's see, the spider is the only one that's left to show you what it can do. And even though it's the, well, bring the beetle back down, show you what the spider can do. The spider can move up to 3 spaces, but it has to stay in a solid line. or so it would move out here 1, move there 2, move down here, that's 3. So that's all of the movements that these insects can take. Again, the object of the game is to surround the honeybee, and once you get your pieces out there and you have surrounded that honeybee in such a way, maybe even the white person has laid down a piece and they've kind of entrapped themselves in some manner, then of course, then the game would win. The other person's bee is surrounded while the other one's is not. So this is a very fun game. Can last about 5 to 10 minutes. Very easy to play and very strategic, because throughout the game you either have to decide, am I going to move my honeybee to try and keep him free from being surrounded, or am I going to lay down extra pieces to move, or am I going to move the pieces that are already on the board? I highly recommend this game to anyone who likes to play strategy games. Sorry, I know that my video is already over the 5 minutes that we were told to do, but I noticed it was a picture-in-picture, and so it was recording this website the entire time. The website is a great place to go to learn more about the game. You can also play the game online for free. So up here in this section of the screen, so you can click on those links and play the game for free online. So anyways, again, challenge you all to try the game out. Thanks.